Okay, this video is going to be about Diddy may become the first to have the key to New York City Revolt. Do you feel that Diddy should have the key to New York City Revolt? That's what this video is about. Put it in the comments. Let's go. Let's have this intro. Let's keep it popping. All right? Make sure you like and subscribe while the intro's playing. Like and subscribe while the intro's playing. Make sure you share this video. Let's keep this thing going.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. 99% of the people I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. I had to ask God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
I'm not making a stance. I'm just throwing out circumstances the same as y'all do on YouTube. Now, they told me taking the key to the city back from Diddy, right? But Diddy haven't been charged in a court of law. Now, I'm gonna do a whole lot of gunshots today. So you rat bastards, because I said that he haven't been charged in a court of law, don't mean I'm defending him. Under no circumstances are we defending Diddy's actions here at Unique Mecca Audio. Just because I know him, don't mean I'm gonna ride with a wrong. I showed you that in my last couple of videos, but I just want to wake y'all up so y'all understand, because I'm a Garveyite. So I must talk to my people. And that's who I'm talking to. Now, Diddy got this going on, and he's being tried in the media, right? In the social media. Now, every day it's something coming up with different allegations. My man Roger Barnes from the neighborhood, you know what I mean? Good people, know him personally, nothing bad to say about him. I saw a video that he did where he had to, speak on people saying, well, why didn't you this, why didn't you that? And he gave his explanation. I got Roger Barnes' number personally, so I'm not going to sit here and make a video eating Roger Barnes back out. I don't do that because, like I said, the same way I put my number on the screen for you to call me if you got an issue with what I'm saying, instead of us trolling and disrespecting each other on social media, because I can't get my hands around your neck and you can't get your hands around my neck. So we don't need to be doing no arguing on social media. Now, Roger Barnes, right? They tried to attack my brother because he made allegations against Diddy. Now, he made it against Diddy. So what I want y'all to understand is I'm not defending Diddy. I'm not defending Roger Barnes. I'm just being a journalist, and I'm just putting it out there. So where I'm going at with this, right? You got Diddy. They talking about revoking the key to the city. I bet you everybody in the comments said, hell yeah, they should revoke the key to the city, But now, the mayor himself gave him the key to the city, and the mayor himself has his own allegations against him with women as well. So did Mario Cuomo. You understand? Now, they didn't fire Mario Cuomo. He resigned. If I'm not mistaken. You rat bastards put in the comments, right? Now, then you got the mayor. He got these allegations against him. They not revoking his mayorship. He's still there, But Diddy, he's being treated differently. I'm not siding with him again. I'm going to keep saying this so y'all understand. I just want to bring a narrative to you, right? Now, you got a judge. I was watching, YouTube because it came across my feed. All I watched was come across my feed. If y'all want me to speak on something, please send it directly to the number, that's on the screen. That's going to flash 917-680-9091. And I look at it and I give you a commentary on it. Now, a thing came across my feed, but it was a white judge in Texas. He just went out the other day and he had a little road rage situation. And he shot up a bunch of cars on the highway, shot at people on the highway. This is a judge, And less than a year ago, he was also accused of shooting in his brother-in-law's dwelling, right? This is a white judge. Now, here we go, a white judge. He done shot, he's gone on the highway. I think he shot at a couple of people. And then he shot up his thing's house, so he busted his gun, Now, can you believe that they have that judge on administrative leave until the outcome in a court of law before they make a decision? This man fired a gun on a major highway in Texas. This judge fired his gun in a major highway in Texas and could have injured or murdered so many people. He shot in his brother-in-law's house and could have took their lives. But yet they said, nah, what we're going to do is we're going to wait till the outcome in the court of law, because every man is innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in the United States of America. That standard applies to this white judge, to this white man. And there was even, a football player or something like that my son sent me that smacked his wife at a New Year's party or something like that. Open smacked her. She did smack him first, but he smacked her back. Pop, pop, pop. You know what I mean? And that died out. But then here comes Diddy. Again, every time I say his name, I feel that I must say I'm not supporting Diddy. I just want our people to see what's going on and how they're turning us against each other. What Diddy did, not allegedly did, what we saw he did on that tape, and he apologized for that, that I feel was fake, the same as the rest of y'all, because the way he did it, right? He should have did that apology when he signed that lawsuit settlement. He should have then came up there and did that same apology, even minus the video, so whatever else come out, they know what time it is. But here it is, they talking about, taking the key to the city from Diddy. He haven't been charged yet. He haven't been to court of law. You know what I mean? There goes the mayor standing right next to him in the picture, Mayor Adams. He's accused of some horrendous things against women also, accused. But he's still the mayor. Now, we also have our ex-president going to trial. He's innocent until proven guilty. But here goes one of our people. Take Diddy out of this. Here goes one of our people. Again, take Diddy out of this so your emotions don't get so caught up that you get blindsided and these people brainwash you into turning against your own. And that's what this video is about. So you put it in the comments. Do you think Diddy should get not only the keys to the city, revoked, and he'll be the first one that they ever done that to. But should he get it revoked when he haven't even been charged, tried, or convicted in the highest court of the land? Please, somebody explain this to me in the comments. And no, I'm not defending Diddy. I just want our people to see how they treat our people and how they have our people turning on our people, where right now it's like, and I'm not defending Diddy because I'm going to use this word. It's like, a witch hunt. Remember when they thought somebody was a witch, back in the days? I know y'all read them stories while you was in school, and they burnt them at the cross. You remember when you know, the KKK, you know, they went out and they hung our people from trees and didn't take them to the court of law. And nothing happened to them. And here it is, 60 years later. Now they grab one or two KKK that's old, getting ready to die, and they say we're going to bring them up for charges for hanging this person. But you allow them to live as a free man for 60 years. After he hung one of our people. But then here it is, we have a brother that is, and yes, I said brother, because he's still a brother, because we all have family members that have issues. He admitted he has issues. You know, let me pull this up, right? He admitted he has issues, right? He admitted he has issues, and I'm going to need to go, you know, run over his little thing real quick. He admitted that he has issues and that he reflected on his darker side. No? Now, all this that he did, right? All this that he did, and we're still trying him in social media. Yes, you know, I'm going to say it. You know what I mean? If anybody did that to any female that I know, so it don't matter if I don't know them, I know them. If they did that, I feel they should be castrated. That's just my opinion here at Unique Mecca Audio. Period. But I do believe that each man should be treated equally. We're no longer 1/10, 1/5, you know what I mean, of the law because of our bloodline and how much Niagara blood we have in us. This is supposed to be a free and democratic society, and we're all entitled to the Constitution for our protection. That judge has the Constitution protecting them. I remember, right? Let me ride, you know, because I like to ride. Let me ride. You know, I remember, and I know y'all remember, there was a white woman out in the Midwest that shot a black person, and she said she thought she was reaching for her taser, you know, and she pulled out a real gun. The taser's this big, you know, it's a big yellow taser. The handle is this big. A gun handle is this big. The gun is this big. But she said she misplaced it for one or the other, and they put her on administrative leave until the outcome of that trial. And then, of course, they fired her ass because she got found guilty, you know? But my whole point is, Mayor Adams, you're standing right next to Diddy, and you're talking about revoking something you did, and I know you heard the same allegations. I know you heard about his party and before Cassie's lawsuit, because we all did. But you gave him the keys to the city. And now that it's social media pressure, you know, to stone Diddy alive like they did the witches back in the day with the witch hunt. And again, I'm not defending Diddy. I just want our people to understand, don't let them brainwash you to turn against your own. Because they're defending and holding up their own. That judge that I mentioned out in Texas, he's still getting paid to be a judge while they sort through the legal process of him shooting at innocent people at a highway in Texas because he had road rage. He's still being paid on administrative leave for shooting in his brother-in-law's house that he had an issue with. Even the people that, you know, bodied, you know, my man out there, George Floyd, you know what I mean? They were still paid until after the trial. Even the officers that whooped OJ were still paid until after the outcome of the trial. But with Diddy, because he's one of us, and I'm not protecting Diddy again, I'm just laying out a statement, you know? But Diddy now, they're threatening to revoke the key to the city because of social media pressure, because he admitted to that horrendous video that none of us agree with over at Unique Mecca Audio, and none of us agree with that we looked at, because there's no reason for any man to put feet, much less hands, on a woman. But my thing is, why is it one of our people getting the same standard of the law as these people that created the law, or these people that work with the law, like Mayor Adams. Don't have nothing against Mayor Adams. You know what I mean? So I'm just letting y'all know that. I just wanted to point that out, right? So now, if he knew, he should have helped him. You know what I mean? That's what people are saying about my brother Roger Barnes. So I'm going to call Roger today. And I'm going to see if Roger want to come up here and we speak on this so that, you know, you could hear from Roger Barnes, right? Because what I don't understand is, right, and that's why I'm so disappointed in Diddy. You run into these Europeans, you know, to listen to them with this foolery on how to handle your situation. You run into these Europeans to go on their platforms to give them the millions of views, but then you have one of your own that's struggling and trying to do the same as these Europeans and bring journalistic news, but then yet, you know, you say, nah, I ain't going on that. That's a black man show. I'm going to go on CNN. And CNN is the one that aired you out with that video, my dude. You know what I mean? So CNN ain't your peoples. So let's get that straight. You know what I mean? Now, they stopped talking about the Mayor Adams situation, and he's still in office, and he's still running the greatest city in the world, which is New York City. I'm going to give a round of applause. Let's give New York City a round of applause. Relax. You know, relax. Now, so my thing is, Mayor Adams, you're still the mayor, and you was accused of something. When Mario Cuomo, our governor, was accused of something, he was still our governor, you know? When Donald Trump, well, I'm going to say openly, I love him. You know what I mean? He freed me, you know, and a lot of my comrades from prison. So I don't have nothing against Donald Trump. But what I'm saying is, while he was in the White House, these same charges he's going to trial on was pending, and he was still our president. And even while he's going to trial, I went down to the courtroom and I seen his people holding up banners, Trump for 2024. But here it is, one of our own. Take the name Diddy out of it. Here go one of our own going through the same, you know, constitutional issue, but not getting the protections and the blanket of the Constitution to cloak him until he has his day in court where they could prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he's guilty. Or even charged. He's not charged yet. And they talking about revoking, you know, the key to the city. And we already know if he's found guilty, of course they're going to do that. But let's see how these people play it if they're going to take it away before all of this happened. And then you ask why they didn't take the president out of office. Why they didn't take Mario Cuomo out of office? Why they didn't take Mayor Adams out of office? So why are you taking, you know, revoking the keys to the city from Diddy? This sounds like a setup to me. And again, for you rat bastards and flip-flop wearing in public trolls, Unique Mecca Audio is not defending Diddy. I'm just trying to wake the people up to what's going on. We're so focused on Diddy, we don't even know what's going on with this trial that our ex-president was accused of while he was the president and was allowed to remain the president. Because we're all focused on Diddy. Or should I say, one of our own that made it out the crab barrel. And all it is, you know, Diddy had a blanket around him. He had a blanket of corporations protecting him. He violated that blanket because he took them to court to try and set it up so that the next black man that get a liquor deal would get the same promotion and marketing budget as the white-owned companies that one company owned. That's what this is all about. They took the blanket off him. He's what they call in the street food. Right now, the administration made Diddy food. You know, the corporations made Diddy food. You know, and yes, I'm gonna say this for the record: his actions made him food. So let's not take that. I'm just keeping it 100 because I want y'all to stay on point, and I'm trying to talk nice and calm to you so you understand. Why wasn't the police that beat Rodney King, why wasn't they automatically fired or revoked from being an officer? Why wasn't the judge in Texas that I mentioned revoked from being a judge? Why wasn't Mario Cuomo revoked from being the governor? Why wasn't Mayor Adams revoked from being a mayor? But yet Diddy should have his key to the city revoked. And yes, I believe they should take the key to the city back from Diddy once he's found guilty in a court of law, because that's the way the Constitution works, and we're in a free democratic society. But it's like anytime anybody hear Diddy's name with all these accusations and everything going, but Diddy, you didn't make it no better for yourself when you lied to us, man. You signed the deal with Cassie so fast. We all, including me, said this nigga got to be guilty. You know what I mean? He didn't even put up a fight. That nigga he didn't even listen. Before he had dinner, he settled this suit. So of course, you look guilty, bro. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I'm just keeping it 100. But yo, we all have issues. I had issues, man. I poisoned my community. I apologize for that. I took responsibility for that. I gave America 26 years of my life in federal prison. 5 years in ADX. Started out in Lewisburg. My first day on the compound in Lewisburg, I saw a man get murdered right in front of my eyes to let me know this is where they want me to spend the rest of my life. 10 months to a year later, I was accused of stabbing 2 police for violating one of my brothers from out in Ohio. Big shout out to Ohio. All right, calm down, y'all. Calm down, man. Let me finish. Hey, all right. Now, it don't matter where that brother was from, you know. Let me ride. Let me ride and throw a prison story in. Now, this is the way it works in prison. If we're walking down the compound, right, and we see the police surround a dude from Texas, you know, Wyoming, wherever, a black dude, I'm going to get right to the point, a black dude, if the police surround him, you know what I mean, and got him surrounded, and they talking about putting the handcuffs on him in an open hallway where there's all these other races, which is our opposition in prison. Every black man walking is going to surround those police and stop, not interfere with what they're doing, but we're going to stop to make sure they treat him just and they take him where he need to be safely, and the opposition can't get to him, and the very police that's handcuffing him can't violate his rights, because we stick with each other in the prison. But this is where we get teachers of Jamaica. When we come from Jamaica, I'm not going to rise, so let me get into some of the Jamaican for you now. When we come from Jamaica, we'll come up here, so, you know, we go out Brooklyn. We over there in Schenectady, between Sterling and Park, where I do our thing, you know, with the gully man, them and them things there, right? Big shout out to China Man and Danny Bones and Teeny Bop and, you know, Tony Tough and Pepper and all the man, them, that, you know. So this is where we are. So we have our people over there. We know, say, when we go out anywhere, if them jump on a Jamaican, we don't care if him, you know, Jamaican Labour Right, or if him, you know, PNP, the People's National Party, we're still a Jamaican. And we have to go protect each other. So when we go to prison and we see the unity them have a prison, I that me get teacher Brooklyn. And that my grandfather tell me in Jamaica. And say when you go foreign, them I go against you because they don't like black people up there, because they know say black people is the most powerful people in the world. They know say everything come from black. So when you go foreign, you win it. That's why I'm coming in. They say when you win it, when you go foreign, just make sure you know say you have to stick with your people, Aya. So that was embedded in me. And that's how Jamaican look out for Jamaican. When we there at DC and one Jamaican getting a beef, you know, with one of the the DC man, them are we you know, we in Georgia, you know, Chicago, wherever they. When Jamaican get in something, Jamaican hold on Jamaican, even though Jamaican are beef with Jamaican. But we now make nothing happen to them. The same way when we there up on Washington Heights and we go up there, we get shot up 4 times off a jump out a building with 4 hot bullets in me. You understand? Me don't go up there and rob enough of them Dominican up there Washington Heights in my time. That's how me get wet up. I mean, deserve to get wet up for taking people them things. So no, me there up on Washington Heights, right? We run up in a spot and we go rob a youth. We catch him a gun pan. We walk up in the place, right? And we walk up in there, the man, you know, him go for close the door. And when we go close the door, as soon as we walk in real quick past the curtain, we see a man sit on upon the table and a big bag of coke there. You know, cocaine sit on right there, so. So we just back out my gun and box, you know what I mean, and knock him out and grab the next boy at the door and knock him out and we run up to the door. And by the time we run up to the door, the boy that me knock out first, him don't get knocked out too big because me a local man then, you know. Him run to the window and him start yell something in a Spanish. And the same man them that are beef with each other, the same Dominican man them are shoot at each other every 5 minutes. They all swarmed and chased me, and I had to bust my gun to get away from both oppositions that came together as a unit. Dominicans stick together, Jamaicans stick together, Italians stick together, Irish stick together, but African Americans, they're brainwashing you to turn on each other. They did that when they allowed the KKK to hang our people. But that was from a tree. Now they're hanging out people in a courtroom. Remember that. They're hanging out people in a courtroom. Only difference between the court and a tree they hung us on is the courtroom got an elevator. That's the only difference. Y'all need to wake up, man. This is not about Diddy. This is not defending Diddy. None of that. None of that may I deal with me. Nah, defend Diddy. So let's get that straight. Gunshot any rotten blumber-clad bastard thinks that me I defend Diddy. Me just I defend my people. Me I try and wake up my people. Them have now watch every blood-clad thing I go on with Diddy. Nobody know what's going on in Palestine. Anybody know what's going on in Palestine? Anybody know what's going on in Russia with Ukraine? Anybody know when the last time them speak on what's going on in Haiti? Haiti didn't even have no food where the same, you know, militant gangs that take over here, them have no choice but to open up the main airport and give it back to them. So they can fly food in because them are starved. Them give it back because them say, okay, you know, even though we are beef and we are this and that, we have to make sure the people around us eat, even though we are fight for a cause. So now them allow them to bring airplane in. So by June, they're supposed to bring some food and medicine and water and them things there to the Haitian people. But any of y'all know what's going on with that? Any of y'all heard anything about that? Any of y'all looked at that on YouTube? Or want to just scroll through the YouTube and look for Diddy? Why go on with Diddy? Why go on with Diddy? We want to see what Diddy do now. We want to see what Diddy picked them do. That means his children. You know, we want to see why go on with Diddy. Stop it on a man. Wake up, man. When I talk to it as a black man, whether we come from Jamaica or we come from Panama or Dominican Republic or Italy or France, we must stick together the same as they do. Yes, Diddy was dead wrong for everything that he did on that video. He's dead wrong for all of that, and he's dead wrong for lying to us. But he's one of our brothers with an issue. And we need to get to the root of that issue. And we need to try and help our brother. They helped me. If I turned against Diddy right now, right? Then that would be opening the door to say that you should turn against me and every man else that went to prison for robbery, for credit card scam, for poisoning the community. But no, we pay our debts to society. You know, they have they got black people brainwashed to go against each other. They have us brainwashed to go against each other. When we look in the mirror and we see ourselves. When we go out in public and we see another black man, or we look on social media and see another black man, we hate everything about ourselves, but we put it on them, and now we hate our own because we don't like what we see in the mirror. But we need to just do better and make better of what we're looking at in the mirror. So again, for the record, this is not a video to defend Diddy. This is just a video to let it be known. Don't let them brainwash you into turning against your own. Everything Diddy was accused of, he should be punished to the fullest extent for that. And I'm saying it here at Unique Mecca Audio, so don't you rat bastards that ain't got nothing, you fake YouTubers with no content, say, oh, Unique Mecca Audio this, because I'm going to tell you rat bastards something, right? Here's my phone. My number's on the screen. You got an issue, be a man and call me. 917-680-9091. We can talk about it as men, or we could go to war as enemies. And I'd rather talk about it as men or women. I had females call me and say that they love what I'm doing with this Diddy thing because they see what's going on now. When they wasn't paying attention because they were just brainwashed to focus on all of this crap on YouTube, tearing down another one of ours. Yes, Diddy has an issue. I'm not even going to say he admitted he had an issue because I don't like that apology. That's why I said the man need to reach out to me, man, and stop this, you know? And everybody said, oh, he ain't going to reach out to you. I doubt it, too, because he's brainwashed by the very people that brainwashing you. But he's brainwashed to think that he was their equal. But he went against them in the court of law about their finances when they said, nigga, we put $1 billion in your pocket. We made $1 trillion, and you worried about our trillion, but we the ones that gave you a nigga from Harlem and Mount Vernon $1 billion? Nigga, you dead wrong. We have to strip your nuts and find another puppet to put on a pedestal because you ain't gonna make it. You know what I mean? You're not appreciative of what we done for you, boy. You know what I mean? It's no different than slavery. You're not appreciating what we did for you, boy. That's what this is all about, man. They took that blanket off him. Trump got a blanket around him. That judge in Texas got a blanket around him. What's his name? Floyd Killers got a blanket around him. Mary Cuomo had a blanket around him. You know, Governor Cuomo. Mayor Adams got a blanket. They all got a blanket. Puff had a blanket. They had him fooled to think he was one of them because he forgot he was one of us. Did it to all of us, man. Whenever we get in power, they tear us down because the power that we have. And make sure you cop my book, A Ruined Harlem. My Instagram is up there. Follow me on Instagram. My Cash App is up there. Make sure you hit the logo icon and it says it was created in 2020 before you say anything, send anything. You know, this, you know, they reel you in and they bring you down. They reel Diddy in and say, nigga, you gonna be the bait. This is what they did. All right, let me ride. You know, let me ride. Let me ride. They reel Diddy in, right? And, you know, after they reeled him in, they got him being the puppet, the face of one of us that made it. But he didn't play his position because he went against the very person that held the rod, you know, that was using him as the bait to pull us in. Now, everybody wanted to be a rapper and a mogul and a, you know, a CEO or a record label, from Diddy being used as the bait. That you can make it too. The same as, you know, Michael Jordan, you know, LeBron, you know, Kobe, all these big stars they use to let us feel like we can be big athletes too and make a bunch of money. But they dictating what we do. That's why I'm so proud of my daughters and my sons. Because I got a daughter that's into forensic science. She don't talk to me. You know what I mean? But could you blame her? You look at me, I'm too gangster. You know what I mean? And she brainwashed. You know what I mean? And you know, but she's a part of that society and don't know the struggles that not only our people went through, but her father went through. And I love her to death. And if any man even had the thought of doing what I saw Diddy do to Cassie, they wouldn't be here, and I'm saying it publicly. And even though my daughters may have issues with me because I've been gone 26 years and felt I let them down because of my choices, which I did, because I had a choice not to make those choices. But we're adults now. We need to put behind us that and move forward, and that's what this is about. But see, what it is the same thing going on with y'all. Y'all put aside what happened to us when we had to, be hung from trees for looking at a woman. You know what I mean? You put aside when we had to sit on the back of the bus. You put aside when we couldn't vote. And now you're saying we can vote, we can do this, we can do that. Forget the struggles we went through to get it. And that's how they brainwashing you, man, because you don't know your history. You don't know your history. I've been on here long enough, man. I'm tapping out. Let me get some gunshots to the rat bastard before I go. Take that with your blood clot and move your chumma. All right.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26,
yeah.
He back on the strip, getting back in the mix.
Yeah.
What he mentions a gift.
Bruh.
You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this.
Real.
Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit.
Yeah.
Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn.
Real.
Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.